But I didn't want to ask Bill. But it's so many different do we have any volunteers? John, you have a tux?
Me?
Yeah.
The one with the bow tie.
The one with the tux? Yeah. Please. I'll give you my first award. For all the presenters this evening, just be on board because this is your audition to be MC next year. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stetter.
We love you, John!
All right, everyone, right now, please, if you have a drink in front of you, take one and then go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Madam President, members of the Board of Directors, honored trustees, money bag subscribers, members of the theater who participate and do things, members of the theater who just come to these functions and do nothing, box office queen Debbie Marnell, guests, and all those who participated in the famous 50-50 raffle. Yeah! It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the 38th annual McKeesport Theater Awards Banquet, where tonight we attempt to answer that age-old question, how the hell did How to Succeed win Best Show 4 years ago? Through that year, hello? Well, we'll have Paul Block up here tonight to explain the ballot procedure, and we're calling him on the carpet. By the way, Paul, I do demand a recount. Okay, before we begin tonight's festivities, I have a few short pocket notes, I'm sorry, to share with you. First of all, where the hell is Carl Campbell? Here's what. Why doesn't George Slick wind his watch ahead 1 hour? Maybe 2 hours. That's a good one. Does Jeannie Drago have electricity at home? So you folks that don't get these sort of inside jokes that Jeannie Drago constantly goes around and shuts off the lights. Hey, will someone please give Tom Arlotta a chance to do set construction? Tom asked me to announce that, speaking of Tom Arlotta, that he's in the show down in Pittsburgh this week. It's he plays the role of a chef, and he gives a stirring performance. Tom's joke.
I thought it would get a laugh. I'm sorry.
Oh, here's a good one here. Is it true that Kathy Wilson is paying Disney to work down there? And I hear she's paying an extra $50 to use that rotten Cockney accent. Singing as long as he needs me. In an effort to raise additional funds for McKeesport Little Theater, is Joanne Lynch really going to conduct a big bingo upstairs here during intermission next year? Will David Salinger of McKeesport McKeesport Daily News ever say anything good about his brother Ricky. And finally, speaking of sneaky things to do, apparently there was another reason to have us all here tonight. And that's to celebrate this very night, the 28th wedding anniversary of Bill and Sandy Kirsty. Me, of course, I've been married for 28 years. I've been around a few women or so. And now, on with tonight's festivities. I'd like to take time for all of you to recognize and for you to realize the importance of this fine, beautiful backdrop behind me. Can you believe this? Look at this. Can anyone here recognize the significance of this backdrop? Can anyone want to volunteer? Rita? Go ahead, Rita.
That was the backdrop of Pittsburgh with the cemetery in front of it, and it was used for the cemetery.
This was, yes. And this was Dracula.
Right?
This was from Don't Dress, and that was from
The Music Man.
See, so one piece from every set for the last year's show. Can you realize the brilliance of this? I can't believe it. And now the best part, can you guys realize who thought of this?
Sue Curry.
Sue Curry! None other than Sue will someone slit my wrist. Will someone put me out of my misery? I'm quitting this show. I'm leaving this theater tonight. I'm never doing another show. Curry. Oh my God. Well, I'm here to tell you that we are not letting this talent get away. As a matter of fact, I am going to be in attendance at the very next board meeting in July. And I'm going to propose that Sue Curry be installed as the permanent producer of all 4 shows next year. All opposed, say aye. Nays?
Nay!
It's been moved and approved. I think it's Alrighty.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Okay, now. Well, what can we possibly say about this year's show? Perhaps a few things. First up was this year's none other than Dracula. Or, as one subscriber was heard saying as she walked into the theater, "We have to see this thing again!" Did we do the show last year? No, a couple years back?
I did. 5 years ago.
It seems like last year.
Was it my hearing? Or was the cast or the music off slightly? Hey!
He's biting it.
And speaking of Sue Curry, if you're real nice to her, maybe she'll show you her scar, where she hot glued a rather very large piece of styrofoam to her leg. By the way, I spoke to Denise Coleman last week about the set, and I asked her how she liked it, and she thought the set was almost there, but needed a little more dimension. Well, these are inside jokes that And hats hats off to Ed Gergerich, who's actually just walking his dog by the theater. 3 days before the show, they dragged him in, and he very aptly performed the role of the inspector. Yes, Dracula, where Armand played the lead character. Rather than disappearing to his death, he would dive through the window, where 6 or 7 women and some men would be prepared to catch him. I might add that Madam President was there to catch him. When I asked her about this backstage activity, all she could say was, well, I had to do what had to be done. Okay, I'm also told that Delia Baseman did not appreciate her opening night gift of a can of Right Guard. The nerve! And how about that song, Show Me the Light? Did the audience know that the offstage cast was doing the Dracarena? Oh, yeah. Lest we forget that X-rated kiss scene, where women violated themselves, men were kissing men, other erotic behavior. Well, it's a damn good thing this went on downstairs during intermission. I didn't know that the theater audience would be ready for that. And finally, when asked to comment about his first stealth adults-only party, Bill Kirsting replied in his best Vinnie Barbarino character, "What party?" I love it. Okay, the second show of the year was Don't Dress for Dinner. And it should have been called Nancy Mendez Put It Back On. Now, this is the show of which I have first-hand knowledge since I was a cast member, and would like to take partial credit for Neil Keene's weight loss, since we were not ready by opening night. But apparently everyone was fine except for David Heiser, and I bet, I'm sorry. But I calmed Neil's feelings by telling them that I was helping Dave Heiser with my lines. That didn't go too well. The show got underway pretty well. Little did we know that the next time we... okay, here it is. The show got underway pretty well, but little did we know that we foresaw one of next year's shows when Nancy Mendez went to the bedroom door, opened it up, and peered in and saw 2 moons over Buffalo. She was a trooper. She didn't lose character, and finished the scene with David Heiser, which was an Academy Award feat in itself. Speaking of David Heiser, or Mr. Spasmodic as the reviewers call him, he perspired so much that he drank an entire bottle of vodka each act to replace bodily fluids. Well, I think maybe if it was real vodka, he would have performed much better. And speaking of Karen Stetter, her attitude and behavior was totally unacceptable backstage. We couldn't fool around. We couldn't grab ass. You'd think we were doing a show or something. When she came out in that nightgown, whoa, that's more than I saw when we were married. who did very well, especially the women's part. See? A lot of times the women were not able to be there for rehearsal, and Bill would fill in their roles. He knew their lines. But the thing we couldn't understand was Bill's accent. Which, as best as we could figure, was a cross between Elvis and a Kosovar refugee. Finally, hats off to Jen Kansko, who was our stage manager. And finally, I have one thing to say to all the girls and Bill. Well, after a rough winter, it felt good to get back into the swing of things and open the third show of the season, which was Cemetery Club, or, as it could have been called, Hello, Girl. Or perhaps the Shiksa Club. Complete with an epic slideshow. I thought that show would never end. And how about that set? Absolutely beautiful set. Who was the set designer? Dorothy? I only have one suggestion. I think maybe a set of bookshelves. And speaking of the drum scene, I understand that each show that drum scene got long. By the time the third weekend appeared, Valerie Marriott had to put in an extra intermission. And Rita, with that wig, that hat, and that dress, she looked like she just arrived from Jewish Dollywood. Can Diane Grahope get anything else into that person? Chicken wings, dip, complete grapes, cookies, apples, pears. What a thief. You know, it was so good to see Diane Grahope and Jeannie Dinda come back to the theater, wasn't it? Yeah! Next time you come back, Diane, to see a show, you know. Jean Dinda must have gotten a hell of a deal on tea. That's all she ever served was tea, green tea, regular tea. And Dan Mayhaw had it made, 3 women chasing him, and all they could talk about was selling his butcher shop. And hats off to Tony, who drove all the way from Gibsoni every night. One night in a blizzard to do 10 lines of nasal tone. I have a note here for Robbie Hartman. Oh, I just received a note before I came on, Robbie. Tonight, your transmission is done and your car's ready. And now the final show, Music Man, or Kids Are Us. As the saying goes, put the children in and they will come. And did they ever? To the tune of Joanne Lynch? Thousands. And it was so good to see such fresh talent there come to the stage. This guy's excitement, it was so charismatic. He filled that stage. He had the audience eating the palm of his hand. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big hand to Bill Hopewell! Bill. I'm going to count to 3. When I say 3, Bill is so old.
How old is he?
Very good. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
How old is he?
Bill Hopewell is so old that he was the original mayor at Riverside. River City. 1, 2, 3.
How old is
The
he?
last one. Bill Hopewell is so old, I can divulge to Marilyn, that Arlene and Bud Gallagher are his children from a previous Oh yeah, and how about that Trudy Burger? Wasn't she great? Oh yeah, Bert, who's the girl? Annie. Oh, Annie, is she Annie? No. Oh, well, I'd like to be here right now and say that Trudy Burger was totally miscast. She's much too young, much too gorgeous, much too vivacious to be a mother. She should actually be playing leading roles. Music Man. About a man who conned his way into a town, getting the confidence of the town. Look at the way Bill came into the theater. But that's so funny! How about that Heather Polinsky? Starts with P, rhymes with T, and stands for tremendous. Ooh. Yeah, I'd love to check her stats out. Speaking of Bill Hopewell, I saw his veins pop out every time he would yell. I was so worried. So wait. I'll tell you how I was worried.
I'm worried.
The barbershop quartet was obviously, I think. With the exception of Dave Alden, I think those gentlemen were fine. Music Man was a good show, complete with a fine band. An equally fine chorus. Now, in keeping with kids, putting the kids and they will come, I have a tentative suggestion for, not next year, because we always do, the following year's shows. And here's what I'm suggesting. Fiddler, Sound of Music, Oliver, and you can put in the last one. Annie, get your gun. So we can do those. Annie. Oh, just Annie. Okay, well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that completes my performance. Okay, now it comes time to present the best awards, and presenting the award for Best Supporting Actor will be Susan McMichael, Best Supporting Actor. Susan McMichael, who did lighting for Dracula and Cemetery Club, and Trudy Berger, who was a stage manager for Cemetery Club.
All right, we're ready for the drawing for the 50-50 round.
Can I buy some tickets? No.
The prize is 2 tickets to our next show.
And the winning number is 6641443.
Anyone?
That's me!
But I don't want tickets to the next show.
They're yours.
Great, thanks.
Yay! Well, we thought we'd talk about how support comes from lots of places, especially on stage. It comes starting with the crew that puts the set together, that runs backstage, to the ensemble, the other people in the show, till you get to the supporting actor, because everybody knows you need a sidekick.
What would Batman be without Robin?
What would
Abbott be without Costello?
What would Monica be without her knee pads?
And speaking of knee pads, we're here to present the award for Best Supporting Actor. The nominees are
Rob Hartman, Renfield, Dracula musical.
Bill Kirsting, George, he's out dressed for dinner.
Dan Mayhaw, Sam, Cemetery Club.
Bill Hopewell, Mayor Shin, and the Music Man.
And screen printing error, we lost Corey McCaffrey Sigler for Marcellus and the
Volume up. Thank you. Yeah, you just turn the volume up. And the award goes to
Bill Hopewell.
Can you hear me in the back? Don't shout. I just want to say that, you know, I can only claim 1/40th of this award. The other 39 parts go to every member of that cast. This is honest. It's the best cast and crew, and by crew I mean everybody that worked on that show. Never heard a cross word, never heard an angry word. Best I ever worked with. It was basically a very, very young cast. And I'm going to tell you that you are going to be seeing members of that cast on stages throughout our area for many, many years to come.
No, not
I want to take the time to thank Annie and her staff, Patty and Kathy, and our producers, Vivian Beatty and Dorothy Fowler. Have the courage, and I quote, to cast a 72-year-old man in the part of the mayor. And I just hope that I did it to your satisfaction. Is thank you, and I love you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call up Paul Block, who will explain the balloting procedure. Thank you.
The past few years I've been a tabulator of all the ballots, and I wanted to thank you all this year especially because the turnout for ballots this year was double what it was last year. We had under 100 ballots returned last year, and this year we had close to 200 ballots returned. And we only sent out a little under 500, so that's 40–50% return. So more power to all of you. Even if you don't see all of the shows, it's best that you send your ballot in and vote for those that you've seen. Because the balloting is so close in some of the categories that there's always one or two categories that's decided by 2 or 3 votes, and it was this year. So, and every once in a while we have a tie. So it is critical that you vote. So those of you that aren't here, if you want to communicate to them that in the future, please see to it that the ballots are mailed in, because it's very critical for those to be recognized. That's it. Thanks.
Our first technical award tonight is Best Costume, and that will be presented by Joanne Lynch.
I think tonight I've got the nicest job of all. I get to thank the many, many people who continually work behind the scenes, who never get on the boards and who very seldom ever get much recognition for what they did. And it is as much of an ensemble effort as what happens on stage, because I haven't seen a production yet that didn't require an awful lot of team effort and looking at the deadline continually. The best costume, I must have been a terrible selection they have to make. And it's really good. You want to? Best costume? Yeah, oh, okay. The nominees for the they're not on. Let's see Dorothy.
And Dorothy.
Okay, there was Dorothy, who did the, let's see, you did the costumes for Drag Race.
She did everything with music now.
She did everything but music and which is a real yeoman's job all the way through. Okay, the best costume award goes to Music Man. It goes to Debbie Hazley, Joanne Coughlin, and Arlene Young. Okay, they didn't get here this evening. We'll mail out their certificates to them. The best dad. I think
Not yet.
Huh?
Not yet, go down. You come back for best set. Bye, Joanne.
Do them
No, you gotta come down.
Joanne, we have procedures here. Presenting the award for Best Supporting Actress are Neil Keane and Valerie Marriott.
Loser table.
She has. Well, you're skinny now, you can get that.
New. Put the loser
We want to thank all the subscribers and members and everybody for coming this evening.
And I would personally like to apologize because I don't know really what we're about to do, but we're going to do it
We're
anyway.
scared. We're scared anyway. We were the directors of the two regular plays.
Plays, not the musicals,
No,
but
we can sing too.
yeah, we've done our share.
So,
of musicals.
like,
So
we
we're going to
like
do a little
yeah.
Rosie-esque kind of tune for you. Acapella, and I don't know it very well. But
What else is new?
let's not consider this an audition song, Dorothy. Yes.
Dear Denise and Ann,
We are singing this to you, and we hope you hear about it so you know. Our heart beats like two hammers, and we stuttered and we stammered when we heard we were against you for the show.
you know we're just two freaking fans of yours, but we're really glad you didn't show.
You made us love you. We didn't want to do it.
We
didn't wanna do it. Our shows, nobody blew it. You made us love you.
Gene Drago, boy, you knew it. Your cameo a big hit. Nancy's trick
Costume, David, he really sweats like mad. Poor Star Karen. He's not bad.
Ida skin black and white. That kiss was really racy.
We hope that it was tasty. Dancing's new, trumpet new. Those kids are almost through. Gimme what I know I strive for. The very mention of my name, hold on, I thrive for. You made us. Yeah, right.
You made us. Yeah, sure.
Love us.
Down bones left the
What's that have to do with best supporting actress we got done?
Best supporting actress, Olivia Hydak, Lucy Harper, Dracula.
Veronica Mars, Suzanne. Don't trust me.
Dracula, Mildred, Cemetery.
Mrs. Peru. I don't think that would be Widow Peru, but the music band.
And the winner is.
Oh, look, it's a write-in vote. Nancy Millett now. This year's best supporting actress, Veronica Mars. Oh my God! Two actresses from the show that are here tonight. Come on. Yeah, come up with it. Come on.
Now let Bill do it since he did
Right.
her part better.
Hold on.
But I would just like to say, thank you so much for this award and
Yes, help me out. What were some of her lines?
I don't know if you know her lines.
It's been so long.
Snap your fingers, Bill.
Okay, whatever.
Yes, she would like to thank
And
everybody.
she would be, you know, as surprised as we all were that she was. We're very happy. We hope to see her again. But that's something I didn't work with.
Now, Joey. Thank you for the best set is Joanne Lake.
Give me one so never know I'll change my name. Put my name on.
Again, it's volunteer time. The volunteers who work so hard on all the steps. And the many, many late nights and the 2 o'clock in the morning. 3, okay. And the blue gloves and the buckets of paint that kind of get spilled and all of the other marvelous things and trees that sometimes stay together. And when we have to resort to using real life, breeds and floods. I think it's great. But anyhow, one show after another kind of outdoes itself, and the volunteers come back time and time again. And you kind of see the same ones coming back because
I guess I can leave
it's more fun than seeing a set and a set construction done. So we have two categories under set. One is set design and one is set construction. And of course, like so many of our shows, we had time and time again, real competition between shows because there's really no way to tell. Okay? And let's see, we want to do first the set designer. And we see my show. The nominees for okay, the best set design.
Okay, so good. I can tell them.
Okay, that's who they are.
For Dracula, it's Dorothy Fellows. Design, built by Bob Fellows and Bob McMichael. For Don't Dress for Dinner, design, Dorothy Fellows, built by Bob Fellows and Bob McMichael. Cemetery Club, help me out. Built by Bob Fellows and Tom Marriott. And Music Man, designed by Karen Russell, built by, help me out, Bob Fellows and Bob McMichael.
Okay, so we have the best set design, and we have for Dracula, we have Dorothy Fowler. And the set construction with husband Bob Fallows, where did he go to? Okay, and the board has decided that these are so important that they would like to have a plaque and have years now on for the best sets and so forth, because they just haven't had the recognition that they really
Yeah.
Designing a set every year after every year, it gets to be challenging. And I design a set, and I make a scale model, and I say, I want this, this, and this, and Bob said, no. He said, it's impossible for you to do fly space here. It's very, very difficult. It takes a lot of timetables. It takes a lot of help. I was one of the people on the board who really, really wanted costumes and sets. The person who does the costumes and the sets put in more time than the people who do the show. A lot of times, people think that little fairies come in and build a set, do the costumes, and they don't. You know, you put in hours and hours and hours, and it's very, very difficult. And Bob and Bob and Michael, they're very, very talented people. Most of the time, they do say yes. All the little things that I want to be done. Because like in the wood, I want the beanstalk to grow.
No way.
So anyway, it's very, very challenging. Also working with directors. When I'm the set designer, because this year I was set designer, and sometimes the directors, they don't know what they want. They have no idea. So it's up to you to try to get an idea of what's in their head that they can't relate to. That's why my director says, I want set in my own costumes. Okay, no costumes. Oh, sorry. So anyway, please, when you look at the set, realize how many hours were put into it. Thank you.
Thank you, Bobby and Sissy.
not ad-lib at all, so I'll have to stand in for her, if you don't mind. Now, like I said, I'm Heather Polinsky. I'm up for as many awards this year almost as Bill Kirsten. Now, you all may know that I was up for Best Actress last year, but I didn't win. And I'm up again this year. And if I don't win this year, I may start, I think I'm going to be called the Susan Lucci. I guess we're here to award the Best Actor Award, so Rita, would you like to come out and join me? Rita! Rita! Rita!
Are we ready? Okay. Best Actor.
We have, you read them, I don't have my glasses.
Armin Anthony, Count Dracula, The Musical. Bill Kirstein, Jonathan Harker, Dracula, A Musical. David Kaiser, Robert, Don't Dress for Dinner. John Fetter, Bernard, Don't Dress for Dinner. And Bill Kirstein, Professor Harold Hill.
The hell do you use? Crazy glue? I just did gypsy. Take something out!
Best Actor?
And the musical is
Bill Kirstein, Musical!
I possibly can, because right now I'm a little emotional. First of all, I gotta thank, it's gonna be kind of like an Academy Award winning thing here, so just bear with me. I gotta thank God for giving me the talent that He blessed me with in order to do this. And next I have to thank the two greatest fans that I possibly have that have supported me in a way that I can't even possibly imagine. A lot of my cast members know that, especially since they told me every night, well, your parents aren't sitting in the second row like they usually do, so where are they? Well, I'm Dad, happy anniversary. They have supported me beyond belief, and they've always been proud of me, and they knew that I could do this, and I thank you very much. I love you both. Actually, when I did Dracula, I found out about The Music Man, and I met Annie Traeger, and I told her, I said, this was by far the #1 part that I've always wanted to do, and that I would give one hell of an audition so that you would cast me as The Music Man and give me a chance to prove what I can do. And I have to thank the crew, Annie Traeger, the director, who gave me the opportunity to do that, the two wonderful, wonderful producers that have been a great part of my life, Vivian Beatty and Dorothy Fallows. Kathy Krebs for making me not look stupid on stage when I dance. Karen Russell for making a beautiful set, you did a great job. And Lenny and Patty for pulling all the notes that I didn't think I could possibly sing. The crew and the cast were fantastic. I loved working with every single one of them. But there's somebody I have to thank, especially who actually made me who I was on that stage, who made me the Music Man, who has supported me beyond belief, more than I could possibly imagine. And that was Heather Polinsky. with. She is a fantastic woman, and I love you. Thank you. To all the subscribers, that's for you, Dan. Thank you for voting for me. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you for letting me prove what I could, and I'm sorry, I just remembered someone who I cannot possibly forget to thank, and that is my second mother, Sue Curry, who gave me such beautiful lighting when I sang. Thank you. I love you all, and this is much better. And even if I didn't, it was an honor to be nominated with such wonderful actors, especially John. And John, I'm sorry, it's the young blood is coming in. Okay. Is that kind of okay? I'm sorry. Thank you, everybody. I love you all.
Tonight. All right, I think I can divulge this right here and now. I heard Phil talking to Dorothy saying that the part in Into the Woods was the part he wanted his whole life. And now, present the State of the Theater Address. Dorothy Fowler.
I was told I might not be funny. Okay. I'd like to thank the outgoing board member. We only have one this year, Dave Alden. The board members work very, very hard. A lot of them are here tonight, except for George. Not here?
Late? Yeah.
He's not here tonight?
You'll be late.
You'll be shut up in 2 hours.
The theater in its great shape this year financially. This is the best we've ever been. Still turn the lights off, please. The juniors this year, they did very well. We had a small show. They were wonderful. We had one of our juniors who he started. He never did one thing on stage before, and at the final performance, he was wonderful. He improved 150%. So that made the whole year worthwhile. To see somebody come who couldn't even do one line, to go on stage and do a couple shows. We did 2 shows that day. So, I mean, it was wonderful. So if you know anybody that wants to be in our junior group, please see me. It's very, very special. That's where they start when they're little, and then they become Bill. I'd like to thank everyone who's worked on all the sets and all the people that worked on the banquet and worked on all the shows. It's very, very difficult. It takes a lot of time. And as been said before, we've spent a lot of time that you do not know what happens to subscribers. You have no idea what happens on these stages. Sometimes we're here at 3 o'clock in the morning painting the floor for the 4th time because I didn't like it. They hated me for it, but we want it to be just right. The lighting, sometimes the lights go on and everybody thinks that's the way it's supposed to, but the lighting board isn't working anymore, and we just laugh about it. All the fun that we have backstage, doing things that you don't see, we don't want you to see, like meeting each other and all those things that Karen Stetter doesn't want us to do. We do all those things anyway to have fun. We put up with things with actors coming the night the show opens and tell us that they do not want to do the show anymore, and someone else has to take over their line. Subscribers never know that happens. And the director says, you, and you do their lines, and they do it and they pull it off. Also, we have stage managers who do and they work very, very hard. They're like the backbone. Jen. we're waiting for the show to start, and there's no stage manager, nobody. So then people who, they don't know what they're doing, just run out and change the set. So all these things happen, you don't even know about it. The show runs smoothly, and that's what we want the subscribers to see. So everyone here that's on a show should give yourself a hand, because you've made it possible for this year to happen. And I know that next year it's going to be better. And I had this goal this year. I just came back from a workshop in New Orleans, and one workshop was how to solve problems. And it was with laughter. I was really surprised. And the guy gave an example. He was on his way to the airport, and he was so late. He went to pick up his shirts, and they were done terrible. They were wrinkled, had stains. He was screaming at the guy, and he's like, "I can't stand it. What are you going to do about it?" He said, "Sir, you're right. You're wrong. My mother did this, and I'm going to shoot her." And so we're laughing about it. And you know what? Sometimes that's what we have to do with the theater. And I hope this year we all laugh. Because I hear every complaint there is, and I have to laugh about it. Because if I don't, I go crazy. So I want everyone to laugh when these things happen. Because I'll tell you what, we have stories that at the time it was happening, we wanted to kill. And now we sit around and drink and laugh about it. So this year coming, let's have a good time and laugh at all the problems. Okay? Thank you.
Now, to present the award for Best Actress are two fine young men, Mr. Bill Kirsting and Corey Masters Sigler.
Bill, teleprompter.
I don't know, Dorothy said there would be one.
I did. I said it was right there.
Well, it's not there.
So what is
Got
it?
laughter.
We laughed, what do you think?
I don't think it's going. Why don't we just talk about the nominees for Best Actress?
Okay. Good.
All right. Originally, we were supposed to act out a skit, show a little part of every show for the actors and actresses and supporting. But, well, for some reason we didn't do that, so.
So what we're going to do is we're going to act out a little of the roles of the nominees for Best Actress. We believe that you all deserve an award. Unfortunately,
We couldn't give out everybody who was nominated an award.
because we just don't have the money.
Yeah.
So please do not take this in any offense. We're not mocking you. We're not poking fun at you. We're just maybe doing it. Yeah, we're laughing with you.
So, where are we, Bill? A little bit too much to drink here.
Okay. So here we go.
Yeah, so here we go. The nominees are Heather Skelton-Polinsky as Mina, Dracula musical, a shepherd woman looking for love. Now, if anyone knows anything about Dracula, they know that I was up for Jonathan. So now, as luck would have it, I get to play Jonathan, and he's playing Heather. And I believe I would have been one Best Actor for that, because I think I would have done that.
Okay. Hey, wait.
I'm not bitter at all. Alright, run lines in here. Oh, okay. I will pour you a glass of brandy. It'll help you sleep.
Who can sleep on a night like this? Listen, it sounds like wolves or wild animals. There's something out there, something unnatural.
Join the wind, Mina.
No, it's something else. It's praying. Everyone in town is terrified.
You find comfort in time.
I find comfort in you.
Get an award for it? Karen Stetter as Jacqueline in Don't Dress for Dinner, Bernard's wife having an affair with Robert.
Woo! I better go in the kitchen and see how my guest is coping with the dinner! Wait. Oh, you bastard!
Nancy Merciless says, Suzette, don't dress for dinner, a caterer with a stylish uniform.
That'll be 50 pounds. How rude!
Jean Linda as Ida, the cemetery club, a widow wanting to move on.
Oh, that's for good cooking!
Diane, go back.
Yes. As Stuart is the cemetery club, a widow who all...
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was right.
Okay.
A widow who won't let go.
I hope your coat rips to shreds!
Rita Kelly is Lucille, the cemetery club, a widow trying to hide her hurt.
You're in for it, Corey.
What's that?
You're in for it.
Happy anniversary!
And Heather Skelton-Polinsky, other known as Lance, a librarian in The Music Man. The meeting at the footbridge in 15 minutes.
I can't. I've never been to the footbridge with a man in my life.
I hope so.
Just to talk.
I can't. Some other time. Maybe tomorrow, perhaps.
Oh, my dear little librarian. Pile up enough tomorrows and you'll find out you only have empty yesterdays. I don't know about you, but I'd like to make today worth remembering.
I always have my suspicions for it.
15 minutes. 15 minutes.
Bill Kirsty.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God. The winner is my favorite person, Rita Kelly.
I gotta pee. I share this. My two wonderful co-stars, Diane and Jeannie. Couldn't have done it without you guys. It's such an ensemble. I mean, the three of us, and again, we just kind of, you know, I'd be nothing without you guys.
Jamie, she's giving her speech.
Tape recorded. And you were wonderful. Couldn't have done it without you and Tony. Mildred, thank you for coming all that way. You're welcome. Thank you. I mean, they were always right there. here taking care of everything, and Trudy. Oh my God, Trudy.
Yes.
Trudy goes away. Trudy goes away. And she was going to cancel her trip to New York. And we said, no, we can do it, we can do it. And so everywhere we look, there are these things posted. Okay, so this goes here. Don't forget to go here. I mean, she just left lists of everything everywhere around the place. Woo! So, thank you. For always putting up with me. And I'm so happy that my daughter's here to share this with my daughter. There's only one more. There's a couple more things. and Dorothy, because I always call her and I bitch to her. I'm like, guess what happened today, huh? Yes, I know. And I just laughed. Yeah. She laughed. We said, look with a smile. And I share this also with everybody, you know, if the other nominees, I was up against really tough competition. But I won! Mr. and Mrs. Bursting, happy oh, I'm so sorry. My God. And I forgot. Miss McMichael here, she did all that wonderful stuff that made, it wasn't me that made you cry, it was the lighting. It was wonderful. No, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Anything else, Reed?
Actually, I thought about the subscribers and the members and everybody that vote. Oh, you? Oh. Oh, yeah, you were the first, yeah. Okay, yeah. The father of my kids, one of the fathers.
You know, I was getting a little excited there with Corey and Bill.
I know.
Okay, now to present the final award of Best Show, the annual Pat Yost Director's Award, we have Ms. Jean Drago, who was the 1998 WQED Vita Benjamin Award.
Every one of them been on stage except me. This is Mom's cartoon. So, the best show. This is a very important award because we decided a lot of hard work goes to producing these shows and directing. So this is the Director's Award. Pat Yost is one of our early theater members who did quite a bit, and so we honored the best show with this award. Dracula, the musical, director Liz Pullen, the producers Vivian Beatty and Dorothy Fellows. For those who haven't seen Dracula, it's a show that was staged so much in the dark. The lady in the audience was heard to say, "I wish they'd turn up the lights because I can't hear so well." Said, I know what you mean because I can't hear over the telephone without my glasses. And Done Dressed for Dinner, director Neil Keane, producer Dorothy Fellows, and Sue Kerr. Done Dress show had a maid in it. She was casually slipping her little duster around, and so after the show, there were some pickets outside, and they said, "This is not the way maids in courts perform. They not flippant like that." So the producer had to put a insert in the program to say that they were sorry, this is not the way the maids are portrayed, and they apologized to Local 6. Said they were very industrious. So that was stressful. Cemetery Club, directors Bill Ray Ellsworth Marriott and Karen Windich, producers Bill Kirsty and Sue Curry. Cemetery Club is about 3 widows who would meet and discuss the deaths of their husbands. And as the discussion progressed, they each said how they would like to die as they got older. Rita said she'd like to go very quickly, like in a car crash. And Diana said, well, I think I'll take a jet plane. And Linda said, well, I prefer to go, she said, I'd like to go quickly, but I would prefer to be shot by a jealous wife. Music band, director Ann Traeger, producers Vivian Beatty and Dorothy Callows. Many years ago on Broadway, as an obscure show that was summed up this way. It's a cast of 50 buried in one plot. But this is not for this next nominated show. The nominee for the 76 trombones, or maybe the 15, or maybe the 10 or 6 trombones, is the next nominee is the music band. Producer Dan Traeger, director Dan Traeger, producer Jenny Dorothy Fellows, and the winner is I like those seals in the Academy where the best show, music band.
Come on, Whitney. Come on, Viv.
Come on, Viv.
Dr. Bob!
Stop by!
Thank you very much.
It's a shame Annie Traeger isn't here, and I really think that everybody that's nominated should always show up. It's really nice. We worked very, very hard on the show, and thank you very much. And I agree with John Stetter. We should do more shows with kids in it, because they're always a hit. So in our next season, let's do Annie and Oliver, because it's going to be a hit. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call to the stage now Sue Curry. As she's coming up, I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize Sue as the creator of this banquet. And
thank you all for coming. There are a few people whose names are not in the program on the committee that I would like to thank that just kind of showed up one day and said, here, I'm here, what can I do to help? Jean Drago, she showed up yesterday and helped. Joanne Lynch, she came today and made these wonderful centerpieces that you see. Sandy Kirsting just walked in last night and said, what do you need me to do? John and Mike, you came today and you helped out so much. My co-chair person, Susan, thank you so much. Diane Rehovic, you came last night. We've chatted about it on the phone and you showed up. And that's what this place is all about. People who just come and volunteer without being asked and work hard. And Debbie, thank you for all your hard work for holding those millions of ballots that we sent out at the invitations. Bonnie, without your help and your knowledge of the Falk family, it would have been a disaster. David, thank you for getting us all the supplies that we needed. Bonnie Bain, thank you for your Boombox, although our special effects did work, we did have special effects planned for this evening. We were going to play a song from each show as the winners were announced, but there was so much applause going on that you couldn't hear it. So we did have that special effect plan. Please stay and enjoy yourself. There's plenty of food left. There's dessert in the back. We'd like to give away these centerpieces. For every table other than the center table, since it is the Kirsting's anniversary, I feel that Sandy should take the centerpiece home. For everybody else, anybody who has a birthday on the 26th or closest to the 26th of any month, you may take the centerpiece home. And if there are more than one person, you're going to have to clear it out yourself. Thank you again for coming. I hope to see you all next year.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, please tune in next year when we attempt to answer that age-old question. How the hell did Music Man win best?